to the party.
Yay!
The land and the Hardy.
Yes.
Mitchie and Malcolm are delighted. A few off-roaders, a bunch of freeloaders. Anyone who would come, they invited. You're all an outcast from his nefarious past. And this invitation has cast a wide net. So if you got snared, it's not because Malcolm cared. Because he's afraid of a threat. I've known him for years. Through laughter and tears. We were wingmates back in college. Different professions. But memories are possessions. And we share our criminal knowledge. I introduced Mitchie to Mal, and he still calls me his pal, so I guess that all is forgiven. But I suspect in the past there is a crevasse into which he would happily have driven. He was bouncer at my wedding, and we're still on a heading. In fact, I see no end in sight. He's got so many spare parts that he's way off the charts. He's got doctors at Kaiser uptight. He's got double bad knees, can no longer eat cheese. His doctor wants to replace his liver. They want to recycle his hip, tie a knot in his drip, so he can no longer whiz like a river. Take his spigot, toss it, replace it with a faucet, screw on a little piece of hose, attach a funnel to the top, and drop Viagra in the tunnel and hide the whole thing under his clothes. There's so many metal parts, there's oil in his farts. They can't find a trace of albumin. He's gone from a stud with so much wine in his blood to the point where he's only half human. The airport scanners have these great big banners. They think Malcolm is a bomb. One false move on the plane, if they think he's insane, they open the doors over Guam. He might be immortal. He can't get through the portal. There's metal detectors in heaven. He's got access to surgeons and a bad history with virgins. And got him off at 11. To be politically correct, the Virgin Mary to protect. And we know the devil don't want him. God'll string him along and things he's done wrong and just to tease him and taunt him. So there ain't no forgiveness. He gonna get the business. He gonna be around a long time. You can just bet God's not gonna forget. Besides, you and I need a partner in crime. Malcolm's formed an alliance with medical science. He's gonna get a little pig to clone. A little gene mapping, like grafting a sapling. Take a little marrow from its bone with new ointments and gels and things like stem cells. I hope my doctors ain't kidding me. All you need to do is feed it, and if you ever need it, voila, it'll grow you a new kidney. I just find it ironic that as he grows more bionic, it's easier to stay ahead of the curve. The common hardware store has new parts galore. And the pig can be an hors d'oeuvre. I'm a bit cynical, but it's more and more clinical. The whole thing just stands to reason. He's got so much wine he can't possibly decline, and Mitchie buys more every season. He'll be found as a fossil, architecturally colossal, perfectly preserved as a mummy, parts laid out. They'll recognize him, no doubt, the big shit-eating grin like a dummy. I just hope I'm around when they put him in the ground. As his friend, they can put me there beside him, just to see St. Peter stare as we both show up there. He's got to ask God to confide him. But in the time being, y'all have to be agreeing that that day better not come soon. Where would we be if our wine wasn't free? We didn't have Malcolm's sugar spoon. I had to go and say it. Any way you play it. You know, we wouldn't know one another without you. Wouldn't be as much fun. It's been a hell of a run. You're 70, but practically new. Happy birthday, buddy. Your mud flaps are muddy. You got some shit on your tires. You've been put away wet and still covered in sweat, and your fenders are hung on with wires. You've a life well led, but don't let it go to your head. You still got a lot of years to go. There's lots of wine to swig, and we gotta clone that pig. I'm staying for the whole damn show.
It's the pig, Malcolm.
It's the pig. Don't let it run around.
There's a pig in here.
Yeah.
That's a disgusting cup.
Got it tonight.
For you that haven't reached the age yet, you'll understand more about this when you get closer. From one plumber to another.
I really didn't miss it.
This plumber's a bummer. All right,
Going over
thank
your
you, James.
mantle, Mitchie?
Okay, everybody get their picture. Now we go back to drinking. Thank you all for coming. It's not over. We got a lot of stuff to drink. We don't want to haul it home.
There's no room.
That's right.
Okay.
Demonstrate.
It's a little stiffer now.
That wasn't nice.
Look at his shoes.
Yeah, what used to shine and watch me shave now just looks like
Groups of what?
Oh,